Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl, and welcome back to my studio. Today, we're going to make something. Join me for the next tutorial starting right now. This is an extremely easy top-down increasing shawl that only uses single crochet and chain. We're going to begin row 1 with chain 26. And then single crochet in the second chain from your hook. The loop on the hook is our working loop, so we'll count back 1 and 2. Single crochets, insert your hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook. Chain 7. Then skip the next 7 chains and single crochet in the next chain. You want to repeat chain 7, skip 7 chains, and single crochet in the next chain all the way across. This is what your work should look like at the end of row 1. Row 2 begins with chain 1 and turn your work, and we're going to work single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, all in that first single crochet. Then chain 7, skip the next 7 chains, and in the next single crochet work single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Chain 7, skip the next 7 chains, in the next single crochet work single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. Chain 7, skip the next 7 chains, and in the last single crochet work single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 2. Row 3 begins with chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first, single crochet, chain 3, skip the chain 2, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 7, skip the next chain 7, in the next single crochet work single crochet, chain 3, skip the chain 2, in the next single crochet work a single crochet. Our repeat for this row is chain 7, single crochet, chain 3, single crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 3. Row 4 begins with chain 1, turn your work, 1 single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 4, skip the chain 3, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 7, skip the chain 7, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 4, skip the chain 3, and single crochet in the next single crochet. Our repeat for this row is chain 7, single crochet, chain 4, single crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 4. Row 5 begins with chain 1 and turn our work. Single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 5, skip the chain 4, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 7, skip the chain 7, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 5, skip the chain 4 and single crochet in the next single crochet. You want to repeat chain 7, single crochet, chain 5, single crochet all the way across. This is what your work should look like at the end of row 5. Row 6 begins with a chain 1 and turn your work. Single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 6, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 7, single crochet in the next single crochet, chain 6, single crochet in the next single crochet. A repeat for this row is chain 7, single crochet, chain 6, single crochet. You want to repeat that all the way across. This is what your work should look like at the end of row 6. Row 7 begins with a chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 7, single crochet in the next single crochet. Our repeat for this row is chain 7 and single crochet in the next single crochet. You want to repeat this all the way across. This is what your work should look like at the end of row 7, and row 8 is a repeat of row 7. You're going to chain 1, turn your work, single crochet in the first single crochet, chain 7, single crochet in the next single crochet. You want to repeat chain 7, single crochet all the way across. And this is what your work should look like at the end of row 8. Notice that we started with 3 sets of chain 7 columns, and we created 4 more chain 7 columns by starting with chain 2 and progressively increasing it until we finished the repeat, so that we now increased by 4 chain 7 spaces. Well, every additional repeat, it's a 7-row repeat, every additional repeat is going to increase our shawl by 4 chain 7 columns. And let me explain to you where we're putting them. If you think in terms of any other top-down increasing triangular crochet shawl, we do a double increase in the center and a single increase on each side, right? So going forward, at the beginning of the next repeat, we're going to do the increase here, then 3 chain 7 spaces, then to start the increase here, then this chain 7 space, then start the increase here, then chain 7, chain 7, chain 7, and do the increase here. So we'll be adding 4 more sets, and once we do the chain 2 on that first row of the repeat, then it'll be chain 3, then chain 4, chain 5, until we reach the chain 7 full width again. So let me show you how to do row 9. That's the beginning of the next repeat, and then from there I think it's pretty understandable where you go from there. So chain 1, turn your work, single crochet, chain 2, single crochet in that first single crochet, then chain 7, single crochet 3 times, and then here we'll do the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, increase again, chain 7, this is our center chain 7 column, then it's single crochet, chain 2, single crochet for the next increase, then chain 3 or chain 7, single crochet, we'll do that 3 times, And our last increase is here in the last single crochet, chain 2, single crochet. So this is what your work should look like at the end of row 9. Okay, so at this point what you're going to be doing, so where we did the single crochet, chain 2, single crochet, here, 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 and here, on the next row it'll be single crochet, chain 3, single crochet in those 4 spaces. Then on the next row it'll be single crochet, chain 5, single crochet in those 4 spaces. And then, so rows 9 through 15 are going to be this repeat of growing from the chain 2 to chain 7. And it's also going to increase your shawl by 4 chain 7 columns. Also, as you keep growing this shawl, we started with 1 column. At the end of the next repeat, we have 3 on either side of the center. Then on the next one, it'll be 5 and 7. I'll show you on the finished shawl what I'm talking about. Here we go. Here's the finished shawl. I also changed color after every increasing repeat, and I did it for a couple of reasons. First of all, this was a great stash buster with leftover yarn from a project that I made a cowl with. I'll link that pattern in the video description as well. But I had 1 ball left over of each of these colors, and I thought when it came time to making the video, I thought it was going to help you to see what's happening when we're growing this shawl by seeing the color differential between each of the repeats. So as you can see up here, we started with the 3 chain 7 spaces. We added 4 of those triangular wedges of increasing chain 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 until we had 7 chain 7 spaces here. And then I mentioned in the earlier part of the video that at that point we added an increase here, 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 and here, so that we could create, which would then create these 4 triangular wedges that would increase our chain 7 spaces by 4 more at the end of this section. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, right? We went from 3 to 7 to now 11. And also we went from 1 to 3, and now we have 5 on either side of the center. So then from that point, you're still going to do an increase at the beginning, an increase on either side of the center, and an increase at the end of the row. And then at the end of that section, you then have 2 more sets of chain 7 spaces on each side, 4 more total, and it just keeps growing in that same fashion all the way through. Follow the link in the video description to download this beautiful pattern that is super easy to make. You can make it in any weight yarn, any size hook. Just simply work these increases until you get your desired size. But the video, in the video description, you'll find a link to the pattern that comes with written instructions as well as charts. And I'll also leave some information on where to find this really pretty DK weight cotton yarn. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions at all, please feel welcome to leave them for me in the comments. Let us make time to create, share, and inspire today and every day. I'll see you in the next video.